Sorry about that issue with the phone, and I just didn't feel like redoing everything, so we'll just make this a two-part video. But anyway, yeah, this is Bees, a beautiful reel live gem. Live gems are what they call a lot of their tours. This is the 2002 show, Green, Go Fight Win. It's a double DVD set. Disc 1 is a main concert. I actually think it's one of those things where they compile the footage from a bunch of different shows and compile it together, because this was one of their first U.S. tours, because a lot of this was done in the States. And Disc 2 is a documentary of the tour and some of the recording stuff and the rehearsals and clips of songs that didn't make it onto the first live disc. Well, the main reason, I mean, other than just the fact of, I like the band and grab their stuff if you can find it, but what I really liked about this particular DVD was that it featured Billy Sheehan from Mr. Big and David Lee Roth original solo stuff. He plays with Steve Vai a lot on bass. And I also want to say this was the first tour with, his last name escapes me at the moment, but he's on some of these other DVDs, so I'll probably be able to read it there. I want to say this was the first tour they did with the drummer, American drummer, who's still in the band to this day. Last I knew, he was still working with them. But yeah, that's that show from 2002. This is, again, another one of theirs, Bees, Live Gym Action 2008. This one is also a double album set, and this one and the next one I don't know where they're at the current moment, since I've moved everything around and moved buildings even, but these ones, not the last one, but these two, this one and the next one, did come with the original Obi strip on the side. Once again, double disc show to fit the whole get the whole show, because it's kind of long and stuff. But I mean, this band is great live. They put so much energy and everything into their performances. Even I have another thing that came with like a bonus DVD that was just like a little mini club house show like thing. Even that, the performances, the energy and passion they put behind their performances. I mean, even if you don't like the band's music, I mean, that right there is respectable enough. But and this one, I don't know if it was his first tour with them, but this one also features. This tour featured an American bass player named Barry Sparks, I'm pretty sure. The booklet for this one folds out into this nice big poster. Like I said, technically Bees is just a rock duo with Koshi, and not, again, forgive me if I mispronounce these names, I only know the first names really well. Koshi Inaba on vocals. Yeah, Koshi Inaba on vocals. He is also sang with Slash on his first solo record, where he featured a bunch of different vocalists and stuff. There was a song featuring Koshi, and lead guitarist Tak Matsumoto, if I said that right. And the drummer, also on the last one, is Shane Gaialas and Barry Sparks, who are both American, if I'm not mistaken. And last I knew, they were still in the band. But Matsumoto also has a solo band of his own that features Mr. Big's Eric Martin on vocals and Jack Blades of Night Ranger and the Damn Yankees on bass. So, if you like those guys, there's another band they're in you might not know anything about. But yeah, this, again, just another live concert of the same one as the last one, but a different show. They always put so much energy and passion into their performances. And I'm pretty sure it's on this DVD. One of the shows they brought out for one of the songs. I don't really know what was going on because it's in Japanese and I don't speak Japanese, but they brought out some dancers, and the dancers they kind of had a dance-off with Tak on guitar, so he would play a riff, and then these dancers would try to outshine him by dancing instead of playing guitar. I don't know, but it wound up being actually kind of funny and entertaining. This is another DVD by Bees. This was their live show from 2011. This one was in December, because it actually features their Christmas song. This is from the Come On tour of 2011. Once again, like the last one, I have a Obi strip somewhere for it. And this one features also the Shane Gallus and Barry Sparks on bass and drums. And again, 2-disc set. Full concert. And like with that last one, came with a nice fold out poster. If I ever find some decent frames and stuff, I will definitely be having these hung up somewhere. Once again, Koshi on vocals and Tak over on guitar. I mean, if nobody, if you're just into just good driving rock band, I mean, they're not too heavy, but they're not soft either. Just a good straight rock band with some good ballads and stuff. Check these guys out. You can find some of their stuff on, well, it's kind of hard to find some of their stuff on YouTube, but you should find some stuff somewhere online, I'm sure. Like I said, they do a performance with Aerosmith when they did a co-headline tour together. I'm pretty sure it's Mama Kin they do. And the final one, this is not a DVD, this was a Blu-ray set, and this is probably the one where I will butcher the most. So, again, apologies for that. But this is a double disc Blu-ray set for Doro. The German metal goddess Doro. This was her 30th anniversary concert. Strong and proud, 30 years of rock and metal. Wrong side. I wonder it won't come out. Nice hard shell, like, booklet, or hardback booklet. Disc 1, Disc 2. Disc 1 is, for her 30th anniversary, she's done 3 different shows. One at Wacken, one that was called a classic night where she performed with an orchestra, and then a rock night. And so that's on Disc 1, is excerpts from that. It's like a, kind of compiled together into a big motion film concert-like thing. And Disc 2 is a documentary, or the most part is a documentary focusing on Doro's 30 years. I mean, there's so much music on these 2 discs that I haven't even got to the documentary yet, so I can't really tell you much about it. But some bonus, the second disc also includes some bonus songs from those 3 shows and stuff that didn't make it onto the first one. But, you got the nice little booklet here. It's got the credits, song info, photos of her with her band. There's photos with all the guests that were on the DVD, on the show and the set and stuff. One I will point out in particular here, because some of these guests that are in these songs, they're not actually on the DVD unless they're on the documentary. So, but one that I really do want to point out, just because of the loss at the time of when these shows are done, is this page. You can see here lots of photos of Doro with Ronnie James Dio, and over here she's with Lemmy Kilmister. And there's even a nice little thing here, in loving memory of our dear friend Lemmy Kilmister. So, kind of a nice tribute to Ronnie and Lemmy, since they passed away not too long before this set was released and everything. But I won't go like with that. I won't go through all the songs on this one, but I did write down the ones that, because for her 30th anniversary, you got to bring in the friends and stuff. So there's a guest on a lot of these songs, which that is also one of my only minor complaints about it. Is it's not the fact that there are guests. That's cool. What my very minor complaint is that a lot of the songs with the guests, if it was a cover of said guest's song, then Doro herself mostly just stayed back and only sang on backing vocals and stuff during like the chorus or something like that. So that's kind of a disappointment, because I thought it would be kind of cool if, because some of these bands I'm actually a fan of, so if I want to hear a version of that live, I can find that. But this would have been kind of cool to hear as a duet with Doro and whomever, but that only happens on a few of them. But it's just a minor complaint. And also, anybody that doesn't speak the language, like those Japanese DVDs, pretty much everything in this, speech-wise, during the concerts, is in German. because most of this took place in Germany, and even a lot of the guests are German, which is why I will probably butcher half the names on this. So again, I apologize for that. But on disc 1, during the very Wacken, I'm saying that right, the Wacken Open Air Festival set, there is a performance of East Meets West with, again, I apologize, Chris Boltendahl of Gravedigger, the lead vocalist of Gravedigger. Yeah, there's a cover of Judas Priest is Breaking the Law featuring Phil Campbell of Motorhead. Came in the late 80s and he lasted with Motorhead up until Lemmy's death. He's featured on guitar on that. All We Are featuring Eric Fish from Subway to Sally. I've never heard of them. If anybody has, let me know. All I know is they're like a medieval folk metal type band. Joachim Broden, the lead vocalist and keyboardist in Sabaton. And this one again, never heard of, but Corvus Corax. I looked them up. They're like they play medieval instruments and stuff like that. So I mean, it was kind of cool. I watched those performances. It was kind of cool seeing them all out there. On the classic night, which was when she had the orchestra playing with her, there was a cover of Iron Maiden's Fear of the Dark featuring former Iron Maiden vocalist Blaze Bayley, who he also sang in Wolfbane, and then he's got his own band, Blaze and Blaze Bayley. The Accept cover, Princess of the Dawn, featuring Udo Dirk Snyder. Also with Udo, she does Dancing with an Angel, which is a song that they did. Or maybe she did that one with Lemmy, originally. And Hard Rock Hallelujah, featuring Mr. Lordy and Amon, whichever you want to say it, who is the guitarist and vocalist in the band, or actually the vocalist and guitarist in Fiennish monster band Lordy. Another great band, look them up if you don't know them. And the rock night, there's another performance of East Meets West with Sabina Klassen, vocalist from Holy Moses, German thrash metal band. Rock Till Death, featuring Hansi Kirsch of the lead vocalist of Blind Guardian, and he's also vocals in Demons and Wizards with John Schaefer of Iced Earth. A performance of Bad Blood with Mr. Lordy of Lordy. Saxon's Denim and Leather, featuring Saxon vocalist Biff Byford. Again, I apologize for any of this. And the final guest on disc 1 is Udo Dirk Snyder, and her performing the Accept classic Balls to the Wall, which was a little unusual to see a female yelling out balls to the wall, but whatever. And then, I said the second disc is mostly a documentary, but there were some bonus songs from different shows, and bonus songs from the rock show that had guest was a cover of Dio's Egypt, The Chains Are On, featuring guitarist Chris Caffery, who plays in Sabotage and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. And he's got some solo stuff out too. He's a really good guitarist. Cover of Judas Priest's You've Got Another Thing Coming, featuring again Saxon's Biff. And I'm not 100% sure how to say this, so I'll probably screw this up. Each Will Alice. That's the name of the song. It's not a person. That's the song. It features Andy Briggs. And I forgot to look up what years he was in the band, but he's a former guitarist in Sodom. I think maybe 91 to 95, 98, around in there. Early to mid-90s somewhere. He was a former guitarist in Teutonic thrash metal band from Germany, Sodom. And the final guest is the final, bonus tracks from Wacken also included a metal tango featuring Eric Fish and Frau Schmidt from Subway to Sally, and the Doro, or actually I think it's a Warlock song. I can't remember if it's Warlock. I was on the last Warlock album, the first Doro, because it's kind of almost the same there. But Für immer, again, sorry if I said that wrong, featuring Uli, John Roth, former guitarist of the Scorpions in the 70s, and I think maybe the tad bit of the early 80s there. But yeah, it's a really good show. I mean, there's other songs on here. I just wanted to focus on the guests, and there's other bonus tracks that weren't on the main set that are on this and everything. And I think maybe some of the other guests might be on the documentary, because in the booklet there was also Jeff Waters from Annihilator, and I know I saw others, but my mind just kind of went blank. But yeah, this is a really good show. Again, if you don't speak German, you're gonna, sorry for anybody that has issues with that, but most of the show took place in Germany. Doro is German. A lot of the guests were German, so there's a lot of German spoken. But the performances are just, great. Passion, great performance, energy put into it, and it's really fun seeing Doro and everybody interact, because you could just tell she's having such a great time and everything. I mean, this is a really great show. I really recommend this Blu-ray, DVD, whichever. The DVD version is a 3-disc set, because the second disc was just the documentary, and then the third disc was the bonus performances. But I guess because Blu-ray can hold more, I guess, I don't know that they were on this. But yeah, this is a really great show. Came out in 2016 for her 30th anniversary. But yeah, that is my latest pickups of video stuff. If you like any of these people, have any questions about it, comments, memories, stories of your own with any of this stuff, let me know in the comments. If you want to tell me how to correctly pronounce some of this stuff, that would be appreciated too. Politely in the comments. And if you like this video, like it, subscribe if you want, and don't forget that I probably won't post them in the description thing on this one, just because the computer's down and the kind of trying to do it on the phone's a bit of a pain. But my last update video where I did the vinyl, I did put links for some people that do stuff like this, and they do it a lot better than I do. So go check them out. They're really great people, entertaining to watch, very knowledgeable, and they know a little more what they're doing than I do on this. So I hope you like this. If you didn't, I'm sorry. If you did, cool. Oh, God bless, and everybody have a nice day.